Today we're going to be doing The Long Dark. I just got this game. I don't know exactly which option we should do here. There's Pilgrim, Voyager, Stalker, Interloper. I'm brand new, so I might do Pilgrim first, just to not have any issues with that. But I want to customize it. Let's start at dawn. We are going to allow indoor spawns. Survivor monologue. Weather is going to be clear to start. 1x because we're not going to do real hours. It's ridiculous. That will literally be a full 24-hour thing. And I'm not going to do that. Weather variability will be low. Blizzard frequency low. I'm not going to have the world get colder over time. Wind variability. Let's go with low. I want to see a lot of auroras. Low, low. I'm going to put that on low. For right now, I just want to get the feel of the game. We're still doing something. Survival. So that's where we're going to go with this. Alright, we're going to frostbite, right? Frostbite, great, wow. That's going to be low. Cabin fever. Let's turn that on. Don't want to test no parasites to start. Dysentery is fine. Sprains I'm going to turn off. Food poisoning is fine. Turn that off. No broken ribs. Rest as a resource? No. Yes. 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 Low. Very high. None. I'm going to set that to low. As you can see, as we're going down here, most of the stuff is going to stay the same. There's just a few mild changes. I'm going to leave that on high. Set that on low, just because none doesn't make any difference, I believe. Actually, I'm going to leave that on none. Let's put that on medium for fish. I'm mostly going to be going after deer probably, so there's no point in doing that. We're going to have passive wildlife. Don't want to have too many problems with that, but there will be other series on this. This, from what I've seen, from what I've played so far, is a pretty good game. Now, all this stuff, you kind of want to keep them on low to none range. Except for this, you want to keep that on high. We're not going to have too many problems with that, though. As since they're passive, they're not actually going to go after us. But everything looks good. So let's go ahead and get started. Now this is going to be a series that will be on PlayStation 4. It's not going to be on PC. And it says that this is the best place to start. I've taken a little bit of a look around. I haven't really been able to get everywhere on it, so I don't actually know where everything is. I've just been in the lake area, as you can see in the lower right. But let's begin. I'm going to go with a male. And let's call this what it is. Pilgrim. custom. Looks good. Now I'm going to need to name these. There's going to be other seasons we're going to do. This is the first season and the first episode. So I thought I'd broadcast this one live. See how far we can get within a certain amount of time. In fact, I think when the elapsed time hits 30 minutes, we may or may not decide that would be the best time to start. Or to end, actually. So much going on. I'm trying to figure all this out all at once. We can go that way, or we can go that way. Since nobody's really watching, we'll go this way, but if there were some people watching, I would of course ask them what they would like to see, which direction we should go, and then we'd go there to start the journey. But since there's nobody right now, we'll just start the journey this way. Man, I really picked a winner here, didn't I? Wow, okay. Oh man, I almost got hurt. This is gonna be fun. Alright, this looks like a logging area. Let's see if we can find the first house possible, backpack. Maybe even a cadaver, which is, if you guys do not know what that is of course a passed away human being. That's what they would call the body, a cadaver. Now, let's see now. It looks like we have found a sign. This is a logging area, but there is an arrow. Since I don't seem to be able to see much out here. Alright, let's head up the arrow. Sounds fun, does it not? I do want to give a shout out to Accurize2, as he is the one that actually put me onto this game. At first I didn't want to buy it, I didn't think it'd be anything special, but as it turns out, it's actually a fairly decent game. And I saw his videos that kind of turned me on to the idea of him. Oh, look at that, crows. Alright everyone, you know what that means. There's a body right down here. That could also be a bear. Kinda... Oh, look at that, there we go. Got our first cadaver. And some crow feathers. Nice. So another one. That is. We got 4. Let's take a look around, see if we can see any more. Doesn't look like it. Alright. Empty. 2 for 2 here, folks. Alright. Well, that looks like a river. I don't know if it is frozen over. It is? Alright. Saw a lot of stuff about Old Man's Beard Viking. There's a deer. There's a couple deer. There are going to be some wolves. We don't need to worry about that. The settings have them on passive, so they won't attack. Which is good because there's a bear right here. Let's go scare it off. Let's look around the sky, see if we can find any more crows, anything like that. Ooh! Hunting stand. I might have something good for us. I think that bear is stuck on something. Oh, Lord, look at that. Our first weapon. Ooh, this is a good place already. Now, we will have high rates of drops, of course. Very high. But... oh.
I think I can use this.
Alright, we got some food. We're starting to look good. We're actually starting... ooh. Cedar firewood. There's a deer we can carve up, but... I don't suggest we do, but... give us our first arrow. Ah, we have a weapon, folks. And the bear is stuck. That is odd, to say the least. But yeah, we got our first arrow. So, looks like we have our first weapon. We're gonna have to, another crow feather. We're already starting to build up them feathers. We got a bow, so it'd be a good idea to make up some arrows. We only have one arrow at the moment, and to be frankly honest, I don't know if they'll break. Looks like we have some deer trail. Some bunnies up here. That was a pretty good find though. Don't even have to make a bow now. And we got some simple tools, or it could have been high quality. I didn't quite read it. So we'll be able to fix the bow, I do believe. Alright, so this is a good woodsy area. I don't know which direction I'm heading. It's all kind of new to me. That looks like something good. Right, so let's keep heading this way to see what we can find. Now bear in mind, the number one thing I want to do before the end of the day is find some shelter. This might be a short series if we don't do so soon, so let's keep moving. A lot of open landscape. It would be really nice to know these areas, but I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem if we just keep moving, keep trying to move on. Should be good. Anyway, let's see what we can find. If I actually missed anything. We may have to set up in a cave. I'm not completely sure. It is a possibility. I did see in some of Akira's 2's videos that a cave is a good place. I am approaching Max's last stand. This is looking familiar. I swear these footsteps sound like boar. I've played too many other games with too many other animals. Anyway. Got kind of a high ground here. I'm trying to find shelter at this point. Let's check the time. It's still early, but I'm getting too cold too quickly. I do believe I left hypothermia on. So, this could be bad. Let's keep moving though. So we found a shelter. Oh, look at that. A shelter. That will be the first shelter we use. No, actually looks like it's dilapidated. Alright. So, we will need to continue to look, probably. Actually, let's go get some wood. Let's go.
My fingers feel numb.
Yeah, let's go get some wood. We'll go ahead and use that wood stove to warm up. I already have a hatchet, so we should be able to make quick work of this. Hypothermia risk, I know. It's alright. That is why I grabbed
Too cold to think.
the wood. We're gonna go ahead and start a fire. We're gonna use accelerant. As that should just take charcoal real quick. We're at it, but yes, we're going to use accelerant because that will, of course, 100% start the fire.
That should help warm things up.
Alright. That should get us out of hypothermia for now. We got about 4 hours on this. We're only going to use it for a couple. So we can get down the road and find a better house. But this should help for the moment. Alright. And over here, let's kind of survey our local area. That give us a good idea of what's around us. We're gaining some warmth. That is the whole point. We're out of the wind. And feels like 52 because we are in fact by the fire. So once we get a little bit warmer, trying to warm up quickly, as you can see. Once we get a little bit warmer, we will be heading out. Now, if you're wondering why it has that thing on the side, it shows on air, all that stuff. That is so I can see your guys' chat. So if I'm ever live again and you happen to see that, I'll be able to see when you guys put in any kind of comments or live chat. Not comments, but live chat. But, let's grab a
What have we
recycled
here?
can. May need that for water if we can't find a pot. But, oh, wow. It is certainly cold out there. Let's stick close to this. So yeah, we're doing good at the moment. We are going to warm up a bit. I'm going to try to get us full temperature now since it's so cold out there. Give us some extra time to go out and find a place. But for right now, this is our saving grace. I may just go get a bunch more wood. Like a whole lot more wood. Enough to last for tonight. And we may bunker down here and start over tomorrow if it warms up. Let's be honest, it may not warm up. Actually, when I get like halfway, I'm gonna make a run for it. Alright. This looks like it will be our opportunity. It's still pretty cold out here. But we're not going to die of hypothermia. At least not yet. Let's go out and see what we can find. And keep going in a linear direction. I know a lot of people are saying, look around. At least they will be if they ever watch this video. But at this point in time, I'm just trying to find some shelter. It's not going to be easy. There's supposed to be a good amount of key shelters around here. And the fact that we can't find any right now is a little disheartening to say the least. But we shall see what we can do. I'm trying to move as quickly as possible at this point. I do not. So that bark is good for teas, by the way. Yeah, I do not want to get caught out and cold. Got some shelter. I started with a good amount of stuff, so...
Damn it.
That's not what I wanted to do. Anyway. Pinnacle, peaches. We got some food, we got some of those. I think they need to be prepared, I'm not sure. It's fine. It's food. Yeah, a large edible shelf mushroom found mainly on coniferous trees, known for its antibiotic properties when ingested as a kind of tea. So, there's both food and we could use it as antibiotics later. We do in fact have some water purification tablets. We do have a lot of that. But for right now, let's let's try to find some shelter. I did not find anything by that house. I did not look behind it. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure there will be anything there. A lot of this area looks familiar, but at the same time, not so much. Alright, let's see what we can do here. This is a broadcast. It will turn into a video at some point. If we are missing this, it will be available. Alright. Other than that, I will actually do, after that, record. Oh, look at that, a house. Looks like we may have found our first shelter. It looks to be in good shape. Let's take a look inside. There's maybe our chance to warm back up completely. So let's not squander it. It has a wood stove. Has a decent bed. It does have a snare.
Could end up being useful.
That could be very useful. Let's see if we can find the second one. It actually was not that far. And we have it.
I could use this.
Decent insulated boots. We have verifiably found something good here. Ooh.
This stuff will come in handy.
Alright, let's start taking a look around. There's a lot of rifle cartridges in here. And maybe a rifle. We do need that as well. That will eventually be able to turn our shell casings into something good. Now, I probably won't find a rifle here.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I think that's locked. That really puts us in a bad place. There's like some soap up there. I'm gonna say that's honestly a little weird. A little weird.
That'll come in handy.
Let's see if we can find anything special. Look at that. We just hit a jackpot for ammunition. Alright. enough, I am actually standing taller right now. That was weird. Okay. Gun cleaning kit. Accuraz will be pissed. As something on his current series he is searching for extremely. And I got it in the first actual house that I looked at. Oof. Sorry, man. But I will be getting some wood. Start a fire. I will want to use that cooking pot that I just found to get some water going. And I hate to say it, I should have gotten that meat from that deer. Sorry, self. I lose. Anyway, let's go check out the surrounding area. As we're out hunting for wood. Checking the back of the building, stuff like that. I was playing not too long ago on a game I decided to delete. I was getting a little out of hand. I had so much stuff. Oddly enough, I found a 80% rifle next to a dead body in the wilderness. That seems to be something that is quite possible. Myself, that's fine. It seems to be something that's quite possible to happen a lot of the time. So, let's go check out the surrounding area, check for daylight. I'm not going to move too far from that house. That will be a first base of operations. Tonight, I will be cooking some deer. Look at that.
What have we here?
There's fir firewood. Looks like this place will not be quite that bountiful. Up here. Can't get up there anyway. But, it looks like we are going to have some meat. And might as well just go ahead and grab it all. This deer was actually pretty recently killed, as you could tell. And it's still not too dark, so we're doing alright. Still not getting too close, but there's a storm coming in. So, our first priority at this point, I hate to say it, by the way, what you guys don't realize, sometimes I'm looking oddly at the screen, is what you can see in the video is actually what I can see in the video, so. Dead center of the screen is not where I'm actually looking. But let's go get some wood before we get too cold. Let's go find some firewood. I assume that's up there. Yeah. I'm also getting a little tired. Believe it or not, despite what other people would say, I do firmly believe that the temperature you are does directly correlate. Well, it's fur, it's not the best wood, but it will do for right now.
And need to find some place to escape this cold.
It's starting to get overly cold again. It is alright. I will make him freeze at the moment when we try to collect some wood. A little bit too big. Close. No cigar. Alright. That looks like a cadaver to me. And I don't believe we have actually searched this one yet.
Thank goodness.
A soda, that will help. Alright. It's not my favorite thing, but it will do the job. But, like I said, the first place that we're... Oh, there we go. The first place that we are camped out at, that will be our starter at the moment.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
I know he wants to. Now it's starting to get dark. I've gathered enough wood.
Wait. I'm so cold. I'm warming up again.
Yes, I hear you. I hear you. You just gotta make it back to the house. Now, I got a bunch of fir firewood. Fir firewood is not the best. I may get hypothermia. But that is why I'm actually trying to get to the point where I can build a fire. I'm trying to get over there quickly. They're super heavy. But I do need most of the wood that I picked up. I would probably use accelerant to get this fire started.
Need a horse.
I've been doing at this for 37 minutes so far. So I guess the first video shall be an hour. Possibly. Depends. For right now, I do wish I had a pry bar. I bet there's something really, really good in that locker, let's be honest. I have lamp oil as an accelerant. Odd. Okay. Plenty of tinder plugs, plenty of matches. Let's see what happens. Normally I would take the charcoal. It's not happening this time. I really need this fire to start. Alright, screw it. Let's do this.
That did it.
As I do need to warm up considerably. Alright, 8 hours. Let's bring it up to... Alright, this should be good. Now, let's get water. Let's do water. And then let's cook. Let's do the bigger piece. Alright. Alright. While it's doing that, I'm going to go throw the smaller piece outside. I am warming up dramatically. But basically I'm looking to go to bed for the first time. And then rest for, well, wait for an hour to save the game again. But I do want to drop this. It'll keep better out here. It's not too bad now outside, so feel a little ripped off. Thanks, game. It's fine. Let's see how much longer we have on the meat.
I just need to close my eyes.
He is getting tired. Past time. Take it.
I could use a drink.
Yeah, let's pick up. Okay, so there's a reason why I did that. Now we have an okay amount of water. We do have fresh cooked venison. These are a little iffy, but they're still at a good percentage. I'm going to eat them now. Before they have a chance to go bad. But anything under 30%, since I can get food poisoning this series, will be thrown out. I'm going to use the soda and then finish off with water. Only drink 0.04 gallons, so we do have a good amount of water left. We are a bit overweight, but we are extremely tired, as you can see. And so, let's go for 10 hours, see what happens. It is just getting light. Yep. So guys, I will say this. It has been a fun adventure so far. We will be continuing with this series. If only for a few days. Try to learn some of the maps, stuff like that, without worrying about wolves or anything like that too much. I do want to do one thing before I do anything else. I want to check, well, two things. I want to check the weather. It is pretty cold. Alright. Pretty cold out there. And I want to say this. It has been fun. And we're going to end it here, guys. So we will see you in the next video, which will be an actual video. And the next video, just to be warned, may be coming out before this, Not 100% sure, but I will be probably setting it up to be put up at a specific time. So it should be okay. Alright, everybody. See you guys in the next video. This will be our base of operations for probably one more day, and then we are going to be moving on. I am going to be seeing if I can find a crowbar. Something tells me there's probably a revolver in that locker. Anyway, till next time, guys. Over and out.